Hey there, Facebook Live. It's Vanessa here, your motivational speaker, trainer, and head coach from Live, Love, Give, and I am coming at you from the beautiful Hamilton Island. This place is one of my absolute favorite places in Australia, and I haven't been here for 9 years. I was here on my 21st birthday, and I had such a blast, and I'm so excited to be back here. And it's ultimately the reason for today's message to you guys is all about the power of spontaneity. And the reason why I wanted to bring it to you is because this is absolutely a spontaneous trip that I'm on right now, from an awesome new friend of mine who's actually come over spontaneously from the States, and just getting to experience Oz. And I told him about this place, and that's why we've ended up here, and we're having a ball. And I wanted to talk to you guys about how powerful it is to be spontaneous. When we can be spontaneous, it's when we get our creative juices flowing. It's when we tap into our authenticity. It's when we take down our guards and we ultimately, step forth and, become that child again. Tap into what we're called to do rather than filtering everything. And I don't know if you can see behind me, but it's absolutely beautiful out here. And you might not be able to see me too well, but look at that view, guys. It is just unbelievable. And at the moment in Australia, it is winter time. So, coming up north here in Queensland, it is summertime. It is beautiful, and it's all about being spontaneous, because I wouldn't be here otherwise. So just before I keep going on, I'll just check in with you guys and see who's joined me. Jeremy, awesome. And Jonathan, Hassani, Matthew, Peter, thanks Jonathan, and Andrew and Sabri, nice to have you, Matthew, and Harpreet, and Demoira, yeah, and Chris, awesome, thanks Hassani, and Sabri, yes, and Chris, first time watching live, awesome to have you, so cool. And Rian, nice to have you, and Hilal, and Terry, and Harpreet, and awesome guys to have you guys. This was just kind of a random message. I've been traveling today and having a beautiful lunch and a few drinks, and had a ball already. And I just wanted to challenge you guys to think about, in your life right now, how spontaneous are you being? When was the last time you did something a bit crazy? When was the last time you did something a bit spontaneous? And what I wanted to challenge you guys to think about is, where are you holding yourself back? Where are you, just going for the comfort over the possibility? There is so much possibility and potential that you have no idea whether you're going to access or not, or what's going to come about from it, until you get spontaneous and you get into the experience. So my challenge to you guys is to step into it, go for it, be spontaneous, do something fun, and go somewhere crazy. The funny thing is that, because this was so spontaneous, we booked it just a couple of days ago, and this room was the very last room on the entire island. It was meant to be, we were meant to get here, and you've got to do the fun stuff. This is where life begins. I've wanted to be back at this place since my 21st birthday, where I did some skydiving here over the beautiful Whitsundays, and I'm back finally because of spontaneity. And definitely the power of spontaneity. If you have somebody to be spontaneous with, it makes it all the more fun. So just another quick double check in here with you. Peter, awesome to have you, and Matthew, and Tristan, awesome to see you, and Manu. John, I spontaneously quit my job, my home in England, and put my life in a suitcase, jumped on a plane, relocated to Florida. Best thing I ever did, felt right, and just trusted in the universe. Boom. I love this so much, John. And you've just reminded me of a story of mine, and I totally relate to what you just said. When I realized I was on the wrong path in terms of my law degree, and I didn't quite know what I was going to do, but I wanted to, create an online way of being, be an entrepreneur where I can help and serve people. And it started in health and fitness, and transitioned into relationships, and then into what I do now. But at that time, I challenged myself to, when I shifted online, I was no longer, committed to a particular location. I could be anywhere in the world. So I literally sold everything that I had, and if it didn't fit in the car, it wasn't coming with me. And I drove up to beautiful Noosa. I left Melbourne, drove up to beautiful Noosa, which is just south of where I am now. And it is a gorgeous, beautiful location. And it's kind of like Florida, John. Like, it's the place in Australia where a lot of older people go to retire. It's sort of beachy and it's got rainforest and it's just gorgeous, right? And from that point, I then had to again trust in the universe and made a commitment. I wanted to live traveling the world, live in the laptop lifestyle. I traveled around Europe for 10 months and I literally sold everything from that point. If it didn't fit in my suitcase, it wasn't coming with me, and went on that crazy journey. And I'm so grateful that I was able to have the spontaneity and the trust and faith in the universe that it's always going to work out, even though I didn't know how. And those have been the best moments in my life, and I love you sharing your experience here, John. I absolutely love that, and that's the story I hear over and over again. People don't regret these kind of spontaneous moves. It's what, if we tap into what we're called to do, go for it before you start overanalyzing and restricting yourself. So awesome to have you, Tracy and Umesh and John and Matthew, Joseph, Ram, Muhammad, John. In fact, this is very inspirational. Awesome. I love to hear that. And Addie, awesome to have you. Awesome, guys. So I just wanted to bring this special message to you with this beautiful view, and I'm just totally grateful, immensely grateful today to be able to be in a beautiful location like this, spontaneously with a new friend, and I'm just loving life and all the possibilities that come with it. And I just want to inspire you guys out there to take a chance, to do what you're called to do in the moment. Be a kid again, be spontaneous, trust that you will always figure it out. Stop over-analyzing things and keeping yourself small, keeping yourself stuck in mediocrity, and preventing yourself from experiencing all the beauty that this world has to offer. Get spontaneous, tap into that power. And yes, I've loved having you guys all here. If you have any questions, comments, lastly, before I tie this all off, make sure you drop it in the comments below. But it's such a pleasure to get to connect with you guys out there today, and awesome for you to join me, Natalie. And I just want to challenge you guys to definitely get spontaneous, go for it, do whatever your heart calls you to do. You won't regret it. And you just need to trust that you will figure it out. Go for it, trust in the universe, whatever you want to call it. And be fun, be spontaneous, do what calls you, be a kid again, all of it. And I am sending so much love, blessings, gratitude, enthusiasm, energy, everything coming at you guys today. Thank you so much for everybody who's joined me. And I hope that this does inspire you to get spontaneous and go for it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Much love to you all.